Hello, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my top 5 faves. This is a VR to Simon at the Hermit's Cave. He created this tag. I think it was super fun. The idea is to talk about our favorite tarot deck, oracle deck, Lenormand deck, playing card deck, and a wild card that we like a divination kind of wild card. So I'm actually really excited about this one, even though there may be some not surprises, and then there may be some surprises. We'll just see. We'll see how it unfolds. But I have some fun things next to me, and we're just gonna dive right in. So I'm gonna get out of the way right now my favorite tarot deck, because I think you guys all know it by now. It may change someday, but it hasn't yet ever since I have first held this deck, and it is the Monstera by Joanna Nelson. I feel like I've been talking about this deck a lot lately because it's come up in various VRs and things, but I really love this deck. So this is actually the bag that Peggy made me for this deck. I love it so much. And these are the cards. I'm going to show them because I can't not show them, and I'm sorry if you've seen them over and over and over and over again on my channel. They're super cute. I get so much out of working with this deck. I feel like I get great intuitive hits off of this because I just feel very bonded with it. I feel like the artwork speaks directly to the undiluted core of me, and I just love that about this deck. It's wonderful for inner child work, of course, and that's a huge part of my personal path, but it is also just really, really wonderful at being relatable while not being about this world, if that makes any sense. Because it is monsters and they have their own little land, it's much like reading a fairy tale, where I feel like you can take the messages that they have for you and apply them in a more flexible way to your life. I just feel like it makes these cards really malleable, and the message is really malleable, and I find them so easy and breezy to work with. I feel like they say what they need to say. I don't think they shy away from, as I've mentioned before, the shadow stuff. I think that they address that perfectly fine. I don't think that this is necessarily a light and fluffy deck. It's just, the artwork is just captivating to me. Look at this 6 of Cups. Oh, I just love it so much. I could just look at it all day. I won't make you look at it all day, but this is currently out of print. If this is a deck that you want, you definitely want to hold out for a reprint if there's going to be one. It is supposed to be sometime this year or early next year, and if that happens, you know you'll hear about it from me. But also there is another beautiful, beautiful deck that has just launched via Kickstarter. I don't think the decks are printed yet, but once they are, I'm sure there will be extra copies in Joanna Nelson's Etsy shop, and it is called the Whispering Spirits Tarot. It is Joanna Nelson's beautiful, whimsical art style, but a slightly different world with slightly different creatures, and I think that you would find it just as charming and wonderful as this deck. If you are drawn to this artwork at all, check it out. But I love, it's my favorite. Yeah, it's my favorite. So my favorite oracle deck, if I had to pick right now, would be my Tao Oracle by Ma Deva Padma. It's funny because, you know, there's oracle decks whose artwork I prefer, or I don't know, that just excites me more. This deck in a lot of ways sometimes feels a little boring to me, and only because I've had it for so long and I've worked with it so much. But it is the most versatile deck in my collection from an oracle perspective, because it is based on the 60 some odd, I think it's 64 hexagrams of the I Ching. I do think the artwork is beautiful. I'm not a huge fan of the giant borders, but I do love how many layers of meaning there is to dig into. You can dig into the I Ching via the hexagrams, or the, I don't know what they called them, but they remade them into symbols or sigils. So this is kind of like hexagrams on easy mode over here on this corner, and then these are the traditional I Ching hexagrams over here, or hexagram over there. But because it is based on a complete divination system, much like the tarot, it is very balanced. And I know you've heard me say this before, but if I had to pick my #1 top favorite oracle deck, I think this is the one I would pick, just because of how versatile and complete it is. And I know this is a bit repetitive from other videos, but I don't need to apologize, man. It's fine. It's fine. I love it. I do love it. But it is, I don't reach for it over other decks necessarily currently, but if I had to pick one, I think this would be the winner. When I'm thinking about my favorite Lenormand deck, I realized that to date, my favorite Lenormand deck, the one that is the most captivating to me to work with, is my Clair de Lune Lenormand by Anna Turian. I love Anna Turian's artwork for starters. This is the original version that came in a tin. You can still get this deck from her, I believe. Excuse me, but I believe it comes in a tuck box. Look at the little velvet on the inside, or felt. So nice. I think it's felt. It comes with a little fold-out pamphlet. I don't really use any of the like booklets that come with Lenormand decks. It does come with an extra man and an extra woman card. What I love about this deck, so I'll show you the backs, because that's of course, I'm just dropping things and then I have to pick them up again, and I'm sorry. Okay, the backs are moons. The black with this particular coloring in the artwork literally makes these images look like they were sketched by moonlight, and I just love them. This artwork is so unique. I lusted after this deck for a very long time before I finally bought it, because I had put it on my like wish list to buy because it was available on Etsy, and I kind of slept on it, you know, you just kind of wait and wait and wait, and then I went to go get it and it was not available anymore, and I about lost my mind. And then it came back and I was so thrilled and I scooped it up. Look at this tree. This deck, when you lay out the cards, it seems, it's like magic. The way that the light is depicted with these colors, the way that this is illustrated, just, for starters, the artwork is, of course, beautifully sketched, drawn, but the way that the colors are used that makes it look like moonlight, it's just something else. Anna Turian briefly talked about maybe being able to release her newest tarot deck, the Abyss Tarot, in this format, and I would be all over that. Oh, I just love this. It's stunning. And you guys know I love my other Lenormands. I love my Lenormand tiles. I think they're really special and really unique, but artwork style and the deck that I probably get the most excited with just generally to work with for Lenormand, this is the one. This is the winner. And it is the Clair de Lune Lenormand by Anna Turian. Playing cards. So was that, so we have Tarot, Oracle, Lenormand, that's 3. Okay. So playing card deck is number 4, and this is kind of a funny one because I only have one that I would even put in this category, and I haven't worked with it for even a full week yet because it kind of intimidates me a little bit. I don't know why, but it's beautiful. And it is the, oh look at, I gotta show you the Peggy bag first. Isn't that perfect for a playing card deck? It is the Arcana Tarot playing card. So maybe this is cheating. Somebody tell me if this is cheating. I actually keep it in a hard plastic cover because the box feels very like flimsy. But the Arcana Tarot playing cards is actually a playing card deck, but it does have the full Tarot Major Arcana. So that might be technically cheating. I don't know, but it's the one I'm gonna use because it's the only one I would use for divination. It is just, it's just absolutely gorgeous. There are a few extra cards that come with this deck, or came with my copy anyway. There is a 2-sided death card, so that's one death, oops, and that's the other death. It also came with an extra star card, and I'm not sure why, as an art card, but I have it, it was like a thank you card. I actually keep that one at work because the star is one of my birth cards, so that's a joker. Here's another joker. But I keep that at work because I use it as a focal point when I'm sending people healing or other energy. I use the star as my focal point, my focal point. I'm not going to try to come up with another word. That's the word I use. And so I keep it at work because that way I always have that available if somebody needs some healing. The court cards are absolutely stunning. They're monochromatic, but they are beautiful. And because this is a tarot playing card deck. It does have a suit reference, which makes it more potentially usable for me as a pip deck. So here's the 6 of spades, and you can see up in the top corner here, there's a little sword. The hearts have a little cup in red there under the number 3 up in that top corner, and so forth. So I'll show you some more cards. So here's one of the majors. This is the Judgment card. King. Here's a copy of the Star. High Priestess. Yeah. They're really, really beautiful. So I do plan to work with these for a full week. I just need to get over myself and just jump in. I know my numerology at this point. I don't know why I keep hesitating, but I do. So this is what I would put as my #1 playing card deck. I do have other playing cards that I enjoy. I've got Hello Kitty playing cards. Actually, I think I only have Hello Kitty playing cards, but this is the only one I would think to use for divination because it still has the majors. And so maybe cheating, maybe not cheating, you be the judge. That is the playing card deck. That would be my fave. And for my wild card, I have grabbed my set of Witch's Runes. So I had never encountered these before, but I got a set of these in a Witch's box, not a Witch's Moon box. It was one of the first Witchy subscription boxes that I ever got. There are 13 little symbols, and each one means something else. Each one means something else. Am I even making sense? Come on, you can do it, camera. There we go. Birds, moon. These are rings. I really enjoy these because they're very small. There's only a few of them, and so I like casting these sometimes over top of card readings. I'll sometimes do a reading for a client or for myself, and I keep them in just this little, I think it's like a wooden shot glass that looks like a little barrel that I got at a thrift store, but I'll just give them a little shake and I'll just cast them. I'll put them in my hands and then I'll cast them out over top of the cards, and I'll just pay attention to what's face up, what's face down, because they're just blank on the back, and then what comes up. And when I got these, this was a box called the Witch's box that I got this from. It also came with a paper sheet that talks about what each one of the Witch's runes means and stands for. And so I laminated this and I keep this near my reading table just as a reference. But I really like that each symbol has a really good expansive meaning. So there is a sun for illumination and beginnings, healings, a moon for mystery, dreams, messages. The birds are for flight, communication, travel, news, movement, the spreading of information. The rings are partnership. There's this little symbol here, which is for romance. There is this symbol here, which is for woman. This one here, which is for man. You could also use that for receptive and active, or feminine, masculine energy. There is this symbol here, which is for harvest, I believe. Yeah, that's the harvest. And then you have a crossroads, waves, yeah, waves, star, scythe, and the eye. And I've found that these add a lot of beautiful layers to divinatory meanings, so I really, really love working with these. So yeah, that was my wildcard fave. This is the only other divination method I would say that I use currently very regularly and actively in my practice. The newest thing I've been exploring is Elder Futhark runes, but that's still relatively new. These I've been working with now for a while, and I just really enjoy them. They're super versatile, and yeah, they're really fun. You can make a set yourself easy enough, or you can find sets to order online, but I just work with this little lightweight wooden set that I got in that subscription box. So really enjoy those. That is it. Those are my top 5 faves. So if you have done a VR to this tag, let me know down below. I'd love to see yours too if I haven't already. And I hope you guys all have a really, really great day, afternoon, evening, wherever you might be. And please don't forget to hit the little like button before you go. Hit subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more content like this. And share this video if you like with people you think might enjoy it. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope you have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye!